What are the principles of fairness? If you've ever wondered what makes something fair, you're not alone. The concept of fairness is something we all grapple with, whether it's in our personal lives, at work, or in society as a whole. So let's break down the principles of fairness to understand it better. First off, fairness is about treating people equally or justly. One of the most fundamental principles of fairness comes from Aristotle, who said that equals should be treated equally and unequals unequally. This means that people should be treated the same unless there are relevant differences that justify different treatment. For example, if two people are doing the same job, they should be paid the same wages, unless there's a valid reason for a difference, like different levels of experience or performance. Another key principle is distributive justice. This is about ensuring that resources are distributed fairly among individuals or groups. It's not just about giving everyone the same amount, but also about making sure that the distribution is based on what is just and reasonable. For instance, in education, distributive justice might mean providing more resources to students who need them most, like those from underprivileged backgrounds. The concept of the veil of ignorance, introduced by philosopher John Rawls, also plays a significant role in fairness. Behind this veil, people make decisions without knowing their own personal circumstances or social position. This leads to rules and institutions that are fair, just, and impartial. The idea is that everyone would want equal basic rights and liberties and a fair distribution of resources because they wouldn't know how they would personally benefit or be disadvantaged. Fairness is also closely tied to the idea of equity. Equity ensures that everyone has equal access to opportunities and resources, regardless of their background or circumstances. In the workplace, this might mean having policies like affirmative action and equal pay for equal work to ensure that everyone has a fair chance. Proportionality is another principle of fairness. This means that the impact of policies or decisions should be proportional to their intended outcome. For example, in healthcare, proportionality would ensure that patients receive medical care that is appropriate to their needs, without excessive or insufficient treatment. Restorative justice is another aspect of fairness, focusing on repairing harm rather than just punishing offenders. This approach seeks to restore relationships between parties involved in a conflict, rather than just imposing penalties. Finally, fairness is influenced by cultural, legal, and personal perspectives. What is considered fair in one culture or society may not be the same in another. Laws and social inequalities can also affect how fairness is achieved. Personal biases and prejudices can pose significant challenges to achieving fairness, as they can lead to unfair judgments and discrimination. In summary, fairness is about treating people equally and justly, ensuring equal access to resources and opportunities, and making decisions that are impartial and proportional. By understanding these principles, we can work towards creating a more fair and just society for everyone.